right, let's talk about the fast trumpet etude, or the technical etude, as it's called. If you look at the key, we have a B flat throughout the entire piece, and the time signature is 4/4, which means there are 4 quarter notes in every measure. The accidentals you're going to find are mostly in the middle with the A flat, like in measure 9. Pay attention to your accidentals because they're going to carry through the entire measure like number 12. So you have an A flat, which is 2 and 3. The next A you see is also an A flat, 2 and 3. The other accidental you're going to see is in measure 19, there's a B natural, which is going to be second valve instead of first valve. Pay close attention to your dynamics. We have a dynamic range everywhere from soft to loud and everything in between. The piano is soft, the mezzo piano is medium soft, MP is mezzo piano, medium loud, and forte is loud. It's also important to crescendo and decrescendo appropriately throughout the piece. Let's go over some of the different terms that you'll see in this. At the very top, you're going to see the word moderato, which means a moderate or a medium tempo, which is indicated by 92 to 100 beats per minute in your tempo range. RIT period is short for ritardando, which means you're going to slow the measure down. And then a tempo, which you'll usually find after the ritardando, means that you return back to the original tempo. The different symbols you're going to see in this, there are dots under a lot of your notes. The very first note has a dot under it, and several of those notes in measure 3, you're going to find dots under a lot of your notes. These dots are staccatos, which means you play the notes and the passages with separation, with a little bit of space between your notes. You're also going to find legato markings, like at the end of measure 1 and at the end of a lot of your measures. Legato means to play with more of a connectedness. You're going to play the note full value while still giving yourself a little bit of space for your 8th rest right after it. Another symbol you're going to see is in measure 16. There's a fermata at the end of measure 16. That's going to be the half circle with the dot in the middle. And that means that you're going to hold the note longer than usual or longer than indicated. Usually it's about twice as long. So in this case, play what sounds musical, but about 4 counts instead of 2 counts, as is usual for a half note. After your fermata, you're going to find 2 slightly diagonal lines. This is a grand pause, which means you're going to pause the music for just a moment before going on to the next part. A phrase is sort of like a musical sentence. If you look at your phrasing, measures 3 and 4 is a phrase. Be sure to play phrases from start to end in one breath. Notice all the different rhythms in this piece. In measures 1, 2, and 3, we have a similar rhythm, dot, 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 dot. Notice how the rhythm changes slightly when you get to line 2. Dot, 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 dot. Be sure to take note of the differences, and be sure to use a metronome for rhythmic precision. To help develop your range for a piece like this, practice your concert E-flat scale. That's going to be the one that starts on F, goes all the way up to F. Practice until you can play these notes easily and effortlessly, or as easy as you can. One of the best ways to practice music, especially when you're trying to play a faster etude, is to practice it slow. It's more important to play correctly and without mistakes than to practice it quick. The best way to play fast is to become more and more familiar with it, and practicing a piece slow will help make sure that you're not adding mistakes to the song. Also notice the difference between the more technical aspects of this piece and the more lyrical aspects of it. Most of the piece is very technical, it's the technical etude, but notice how lines 3 and 4 are smoother, they're to be played more lyrically. So be sure to practice the contrast between the two. Well, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it helps, and good luck on all your practicing.